And rest all are 10 from last batch 21-22 batch. So, madam, नहीं आप उसके बैठिए ये ऑनलाइन है ना तो यहाँ पे दिखाओगे so we need those who are attended online. Okay. Please come. Uh, the new two. Yes. Roll number 7. He is going to present his ViVa Basket defense with registration which he has submitted. And his report is already came here. So I have sent his report. I cannot disclose your number. Okay. So his topic is study of Pandita in Bhopal, working and its advantages under my supervision, and one of my friends who is from Delhi University Department of History, Dr. Bhuvan Kumar Jha. So, Bhante, please present. First, briefly discuss about what you have done in your dissertation.
So good morning, all my respected teachers. Good morning, all brothers, sisters, and friends. My name is Nguyễn Duy Chu, and my Roman number is 212 NBS 009. Today, I'm going to present my topic, an analytical study of Pandita in Dhammapada, virtues and advantages, under the supervision of Dr. Ivan Kumasin and Dr. Bhuvan Kumar Jha from Delhi University. My dissertation consists of 4 chapters, a step introduction and conclusion. The first chapter is about an overview of Dhammapada. The second one is about the concept of Pandita in Dhammapada. Next one we have the virtues of Pandita in Dhammapada. And the last one is about the advantages of Pandita in Dhammapada. Out of these 4 chapters, I try to highlight the third chapter, the main chapter in my dissertation. So I just want to focus on this chapter in my presentation today. So in this chapter, through the verses in Dhammapada and some stories in Dhammapada Arthakatha or Dhammapada commentary, I try to highlight 7 virtues of the wise in Dhammapada. These 7 virtues are known as generosity, justice, going forth, diligence, self-reflection, detachment, and tranquility. For example, in relation to the first virtue of the wise, generosity, Dhammapada 122 and 177 describe that wise people practice generosity not simply for getting married, but mainly for purifying their mind, that is, the thinking of the wise. For ordinary people, doing charity is a good way for them to collect merit. I mean, when they give someone something, they want to have something back. It's come from their desire, their attachment. However, wise people don't think like that. Wise people do charity or practice generosity is to be free from material things in life. It is a good way for them to gradually detach material things and helps them to achieve a higher state of spiritual cultivation. In relation to the second virtues of the wise in Dhammapada, justice. For example, ordinary people used to let their emotion in evaluating someone, right? For example, when they like someone, they praise them, but they will blame someone if they don't like. They are affected by emotion in evaluating someone. However, wise people don't do like that. Wise people evaluate someone with insight meditation and moral conduct. Yeah. And it is demonstrated in Dhammapada 229. And there is another Dhammapada verse 76 describe that wise people evaluate, praise and blame someone with compassion and loving kindness. This is the attitude of the wise when they in evaluating someone. So all those virtues in Dhammapada I also describe in the same manner. So if you want more, please read my dissertation. So now I would like to spend a little time talking about my last chapter, the advantages of Pandita in Dhammapada. So
first define what do you mean by Dhammapada? Oh, sorry.
Pandita. Yes.
Why you have taken this topic?
Yes. Okay. So there are two questions, right? So first of all, pandita. So from the worldly perspective, pandita means the wise mean is a person who possess a good knowledge of a study in life, and they get a high degree of study. However, in Buddhist perspective, pandita is a person who possess a good characteristics in thinking, speaking, and acting. Yeah, is the
Is
main
there
point.
any similarity between Brahman and Pandit?
I think there are maybe a little the same, not the same totally, but
So from Vedic Pandit or Brahman, Vedic term Brahman,
yeah.
and Pandit in Dhamma or in Buddhism, is there any difference or what are the differences and what are the similarities?
Okay. So you mean from Pandita in Brahman?
Whether Pandit and Brahman both are
Pandita.
same connotation or same meaning or different?
Uh, mm, I think they are almost the same because it's come from the inside, from the morality. It's not from outside. Yes, yes, yeah.
But it is a different.
That is different.
In basic term of Brahmin, Brahman, anybody can be a Brahman by birth. But in Buddhism, Pandit is someone who is very enlightened, very intelligent, very scholarly person.
Yes.
Only that person will be called Pandit. But in Ved and Indian tradition, anybody, a person belongs to Brahman caste, they will be addressed as Brahman. So this is the basic difference.
Yes, yeah.
Buddha devotees what type of muni, tapsi, and
And one more question.
Yes.
Buddha in the so different religions here.
Competitive
And
static
is a Brahmana, I would go
competitive static.
mind is pure.
Other
But
Thank you.
Okay. So, okay. Very good.
So thank you. So we are going ahead on conference right now. Next is we will cook high.
Yes.
Roll number 7. The application of Bodhisattva ideal of culture and social in Vietnam. Under Professor Dr. Chandrasekhar Paswan and Dr. Bhuvan Kumar Jha. Again, same supervisor.
Informal.
Briefly discuss about your topic and why you have taken this topic.
Yes, thank you for your question. Namo Sakyam Muni, John Professor, John Dharma brothers and sisters. My name is Nguyen Quốc Thái. My roll number is 212 MBS, number 07. Today I would like to present my dissertation topic, the application of the Buddhist idea of cultural and social in Vietnam. Under supervision of Dr. Chandrasekhar Paswan, as an assistant professor, School of Buddhist Study and Civilization, GBU, and co-supervision of Dr. Bhuvan Kumar Jha, assistant professor, Department of History, University of Delhi. As we know, Buddhism is one of the greatest religions in the world. It originated more than 2,005 years ago in India. Its teachings are very useful for people as long as they apply to their daily life. Especially the practice of the Bodhisattva path is one of the most important methods for getting Buddhahood. Although there are some different points in relation to the way to achieve the highest goal in Buddhism, both Theravada and Mahayana definitely accept the Bodhisattva idea as the highest. Here, Buddha means enlightenment, knowledge. Sattva means sentient being. And so, the Bodhisattva is the one who committed to enlightenment, the one who seeks enlightenment for the sake of all sentient being. As you know, in Vietnam, Buddhism appeared about the 2nd century AD, and it had profound impact on the spiritual life of Vietnamese people. Accordingly, Bodhisattva became the popular Buddhist image among Buddhist disciples and ordinary people as well. Buddhists frequently recite the title and statue of the Bodhisattva to worship and daily worship in the house. One can see the image Bodhisattva throughout the country. And therefore, the dissertation is harmonious combination between the Bodhisattva idea and the application of the Bodhisattva idea of cultural and social in Vietnam. The work consists of 4 chapters, excluding the introduction and conclusion. Chapter 1, the concept and characteristic of the Bodhisattva. Chapter 2, the origin and development of the Bodhisattva. Chapter 3, the Bodhisattva precept and their clarification of Vietnamese Buddhism. And the last chapter, the application of the Bodhisattva in Vietnamese Buddhism. In general, the Bodhisattva idea is considered as the standard for the happy and meaningful life. And people try to practice of the good virtue of the Bodhisattva such as loving kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity, paramita, hubris, and skillfulness for their benefits.
Say something about what is the origin and development of Bodhisattva. When is the Bodhisattva concept originated?
Yeah.
When originated?
In the Pali, in the Theravada Buddhism, some Pali text.
Bodhisattva concept not originated in Theravada.
Yeah.
That was Arhat.
No, actually in the Theravada Buddhism, Bodhisattva refer to the someone who had the result
This is
to.
the basic difference between Theravada and Mahayana.
Yes, sir.
In Theravada, Arhat.
Arhat and
Mahayana
Buddhahood.
Bodhisattva.
Yeah, Arhat and Buddhahood.
So
Yeah.
you have discussed about Sutta Nipat, Buddha Vans, Jatak. These all are Theravada texts. This only mention about Arhat, not Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva only available in this Mahayan text.
Actually,
So what you have discussed from these 3 texts, Sutta Nipat, Buddha Vans and Jatak.
actually
And
because
Charya. He is one of the co-supervisor of one student.
yeah, actually, sir, in the Sutta Nipata.
What is the difference between Arhat and Bodhisattva?
Yeah, in the Sutta Nipata, there are 3 types of the Bodhisattva. That's why I saw
Again, you are saying Bodhisattva. There was no Bodhisattva in Pali text. Only Arhat. Later on, Bodhisattva concept come.
Yeah.
Mahayan text, no Sanskrit text. After 4th concept. Before 4th concept, there is no concept of Bodhisattva.
because I only refer to some the Pali text in the Pali translation.
Just you take. That is asking what is the difference between Arhat and Bodhisattva.
Yeah.
सबके ऊपर जन्म दिया दिखता है लेकिन आगे समझना concept ये तो
Sir, only he will say that what is the difference between Arhat and Bodhisattva.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Good question, sir. The difference of the Arhat and Buddhahood. Yeah. Arhat in the Theravada Buddhism, someone who had the resolution to become the Arhat. But besides that, in the Mahayana Buddhism, the Bodhisattva to refer to anyone who had the generate the Bodhisattva for the saving on sentient being. Yes, I think that are the different the Arhat and Buddhahood.
Good presentation.
Thank you.
Sir, call next one.
And the second, we look in the first.
Second one first. Just give me her
What is your topic?
Yes.
Topic.
Topic.
Called study of this meditation and its application.
Roll number. That's it.
Tell something about your topic.
Yes.
Why you have chosen topic? Yes, you can say something.
Yes, very important chapter. My name is Good morning. Supervisor, teacher, or friend.
Hmm.
Today, my roll number is 212. And NT 2023. Today I would like to introduce my topic is a story analytically logical study of Buddhist meditation and its application. But I am my topic divided into five chapters. The chapter is introduced ViVa Satipatthana Sutta. Satipatthana Sutta divided into four kind of contemplation of the body, contemplation of the feeling, contemplation of the mind, contemplation of Dharma. This is very important practice. Why? Because contemplation of the body, when witnessing, we know we are witnessing. Within out, we know we are now. This is direct way to touch nature of the mind. We are always thinking about the future. We are always thinking about the past. As to observe and to realize the nature of the mind, the direct way to touch nature of the mind. How? How can we do? A direct way to touch written in written now. The second way is how to practice apply for posture. When we sit in here, we know we are sitting here. When we standing, we know clearly what we are standing. Then during we practice with meditation, we observe high energies. Directly connected how to apply high energies. When I'm speaking, many emotions, many ideas, many images, many consciousness that are rising, falling. How can we observe it? This is the only way how to observe concentration. When we practice concentration, enough concentration lead into vipassana. We can call insight meditation. How can we reach insight meditation? First of all, we need to observe high energies. High burst reset. Reset will lead into concentration, and at that when we perfect reset lead into concentration, and when we perfect concentration, that leads the direct way lead into insight medicine. They are connected together. Next part, medicine divided into samatha and vipassana. What is the two meaning of samatha? We also forgot the 40 subject, but only 11 subject we can reach the final goal. Another subject we cannot reach the final goal. How can we practice? The next one is samatha. Samatha, what is the samatha? Vipassana, we see everything at here. Once more we see you, see only see. You can touch, see a natural mind, have feel awareness. Very important, yes. That we can apply. We can see, hearing, touching every in the moment, present moment. We can touch and reach nature of mind. Yes, we can touch the Buddha, we can touch nature of mind. This is very important. We are always thinking about the future. But and when I speak this thing, we listen clearly. Many words rising, many ideas, many emotions, many opinions, they rise and go reflection. How to observe it. And it is why we need to practice meditation. How my topic is how to apply. Why? In modern life, many, especially many young generation, they have many suffering, many war, especially, for example, Russia and Ukraine, they fight together. And how to be witness? The fact how to it's the only way we use the compassion and love we can. We saw the way because we know we are connected together. We cannot separate you and me. When we know that, we can touch the natural mind. When we saw the teachings of Buddha, we saw the Buddhist medicine, we can deal with all problem in modern life. Yes,
And especially, yes, when we especially many many young generation, they cannot how they don't know how to live fully the present moment, how to live meaningful this life. Sometimes they cannot find a way to handle. They want to suicide. They cannot deal with. They cannot find a way to bring to get touch to happiness. Yes. Why? This is the only way to practice medicine, Buddhist medicine. Yes. We don't think about future when they have when we have suffering, we have impression. We know clearly that and suffering. I'm suffering. I'm suffering. This is only emotion. Rising, falling, passing away. This is once more. Yeah. Rising, falling, rising, falling. Who am I? The Buddhist medicine is discuss about the non-self. This is not I. This is not my. This is not myself. When we are suffering, only emotion, rising, falling, rising. This is not I. This is not my. But because when we practice medicine, we can observe high energies.
Very good.
Yes, we can. We know we are anywhere. We are anytime. We are everybody. We cannot be separating you and me. All the world. We are everyone. We can generate energy, compassion, love, and kindness for all human beings. It's very exciting. We can generate this happiness for all human beings. We can handle all human beings because many people they have a lot of suffering. They don't know how to handle. It's only way touch natural mind. Written in, we know we are written in. We can touch the true nature of the mind, true nature of the happiness. They can generate suffering to touch the true nature. They can find what is the true meaning of this life. That's right. When we know that,
Yes,
very
yes.
happy, happy, and this why I choose this topic. That's very important. Yes.
Very, very good. Yes. Very good.
And is there any difference between the meditation and Buddhist meditation?
Buddhist medicine. Yeah.
Your topic is analytical study. Is there any difference between meditation and Buddhist
Buddhist medicine. Yes. Buddhist medicine or Buddhist medicine. What is and huh? Meditation?
Yeah.
Yes, we have tradition. Buddhist medicine we discuss about non-self. Non-self when we many people they use it what to do yoga. They don't know when we practice, for example, they do how to become a healthy, to be healthy. They only focus how they Buddhist medicine they find a way to reach kind of goal, find a way to how to reach from reach hatred ignorance. That's very important. Like this Buddhist medicine is not because about non-self. Yes, yes, for example, when we practice vitamin, now, who am I? Because many medicine usually they practice, I am practice. Who am I? Who is practice? When we get in our mind, we see look at our mind, who am I? Who is practice? Who is practice? Who is practice? Who is medicine is not self. Yes, that's right. This is very different between they medicine is practice the one to have purpose. But Buddhist medicine is not perfect. How to read from weak hatred ignorance. This is very different. This Buddhist medicine is because non-self, impermanence, non-self, and unsatisfactory. But Buddhist medicine is only how to practice, become healthy, become to get benefits, how to get the pain, get to position. Yes, it's different way. Yes, I think.
Clearly defined. And there are self and Buddhist meditation. There is no self. Very nice presentation. Roll number 18.
Nice is very
Our
silent,
old
but it's
students, roll number 18 of every class.
thank you.
Okay.
Roll number 14.
Is available?
16.
16.
16.
Oh, roll number 16.
Louder, louder.
Loud, please.
and dear all of my classmates. Yes. My name is Mphil. This roll number 16. I'm already finished my dissertation with the topic a study of Abhidhamma literature based Patana in Buddhist meditation under guidance from Dr. Lisa Dashi's and co-supervisor Professor L.P. Singh. Right now I will present all of the content right out in my dissertation.
Just briefly discuss. Briefly discuss. First, briefly discuss about your topic.
Yes.
16.
In
Number 16.
Abhidhamma
Abhidhamma. Rupa Jana.
in this work, there are 5 chapters. It's that introduction and conclusion. In the 5 chapters, in the first chapter is analyzing terminological and conceptual of the term Rupachana according to Pali literature. And it's also present about the mentor of union and cleansing of Rupachana. And I'm trying to show how it connects to Buddhism's ultimate purpose. And then I try to present its semantic analysis, interpretation, and translation. And in my second chapters, uh, I mentioned about the essential features of Rupachana and dynamic analyzing of Rupachana. And under this theme of the title, I mentioned about the main characteristics of Rupachana with the essential character of each Rupachana taken in detail. And uh, the third chapter, I discussed about the 5 checklists. Yeah, of the 5 in the 5 checklists, I explored the 5 checklists each other and individually. Yes. And in this chapter, it's so how to attain the Vipassana and fall in the way to reach Rupachana according to Abhidhamma literature. And in the 4 chapters, I discussed about the analyzing of the to uh, access to read the ways on the keep mild to moral foundation to touch the way on the meditation. And the final chapters. In the final chapter, I mentioned about the Rupachana and higher jhana. Um, hi-
It's okay.
yes.
Now there are the 4 loka, no? Kamavachara, Rupavachara, Arupavachara, and last one Supramanian. That is the Lokottara in Pali. So, what is the difference between the jhana? Jhana is coming in Rupa jhana, Rupa loka. Okay. So, what is the difference the Rupa jhana and Arupa jhana? Arupa jhana.
Rupachana and
Arupa jhana.
in Rupachana is follow Chutapitaka. It is only 4 stages to follow this, and in according to Abhidhamma, it's including 5 stages. It's including Pratama, Dutiya, and Tatiya, Chatutiya, Chana, and Paramata. This is
But basic difference, Rupa Jana and the Arupa Jana. There are one basic difference. It is very common difference. Rupa and the Arupa.
Rupa is a formless.
When you follow the jhana, that is the first step of the meditation. Okay? So, what will we do when you stay in the Rupa Loka?
In the Rupalata, I would follow my practice painting and
In front of Buddha.
Yeah.
That is the Rupa, no? Some formation will be there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You have written.
Okay.
Roll number 70. Yes. Anita Jyoti.
Good morning, our honorable teacher and our classmate. My name is Wanita Jyoti. My roll number is 212 and B is 017. So my topic is the Buddhist way of prosperous living through Mingala with special reference to Mingala Sutta. So under the supervision of Dr. Gandiya Sitya and co-supervisor is Dr. Panjati. So I want to present about my topics as a summary. So why I have to choose this topic? Because this topic is, as you know, Mingala Sutta. So this Mingala Sutta is a very famous and very interesting in the teachings of the Buddha. So most of scholars discuss about this sutta many different views. So as for me, this sutta is very deep in each of principles of Mingala mentioned in this sutta. Is very beneficial for all human beings. They are Buddhist or non-Buddhist to attain, to achieve the prosperity and peaceful life, not only in this life but also in the future life. So some people they think that this sutta is only for recitation, which are recited in auspicious ceremony to gain auspiciousness and avoid bad omen. So actually, this sutta is not only for recitation. So this sutta is to practice in our daily lives, in our daily living, how to apply these principles of Mingala to the best of our ability. So because of that, in my thesis, I just got divided into 5 chapters. First chapter is an introduction about the Mingala. So they are background story and why the Buddha taught this Mingala Sutta. So second chapter is Mingala leading to development for individual ethics. So in this chapter, I discuss 13 Mingala. So about the to improve our individual ethics. So second, that chapter I discuss about Mingala leading to development for individual family happiness. So why? Because this chapter I discuss nine Mingalas, the 9 principles of Mingalas to improve how to practice in our daily family lives to be happy, how to encounter many rights and livelihood. So like this, I discuss in the chapter. And fourth chapter, I discuss about 8 Mingala. Uh, Mangala leading to development for mental culture. How to train our mind according to Mangala Sutta. So our mind is very important because according to the Buddha teaching, our mind is we say in Bali, Papa Same remedy mano. Our mind is depend on the evidence. So because of that, we need to train our mind. So the Buddha taught Sababasa Akarana, Kusalasa Upasambara, Dasida Brito, Yodabana, Ida Buddhana, Sasana. Every Buddha deliver this verse. So we should try our mind to improve our ability according to Mingala Sutta. So we can apply here. So the last chapter is Mingala leading to development for enlightenment. How to gain from Mingala Sutta by applying this principles of Mingala, we can attain the prosperity, material prosperity, not only in this life, but also in the spiritual part of liberation, the spiritual part of leading to liberation out of samsara. I miss. So as a conclusion, I discuss about this soda. I recommend everybody should apply skillfully these Mingala's principle to have to the best of our ability and to help other in society. Finally, we can attain our liberation. So this is my soda. Yeah.
How many Mangla there in Bali?
Yeah,
27.
and the Pidikala.
How
How
many
many?
slokas are there in
Yeah,
this?
in the Tipitaka's Mingla Sutta is two place. Two place. One place is Khuddaka Nikaya in Khuddaka Pali. Another place is Sutta Nipada. Sutta Nipada Pali. They mention why, because so some people they ask why the Mingla Sutta is same verse, same character, same factor. So they why they mention in two places.
I think 27 or 34.
Or
How many
He is asking about number.
Within
Number.
Yeah,
Within
this
the
is
Mangala
13,
Sutra.
13.
13.
Yeah, that is introduction, main, but is only 11. So the last one is conclusion.
Okay. Thank you. Morning, dear my professor. Morning, my brothers and sisters. Today we will rest my dissertation with the title The Verticality of the
We came here for ViVa, but we are reading your title from the.
Yes,
Don't see. You
today I
tell
will,
about your title.
today we rest my dissertation with title The Practicality of the Kusala Chitta as explained is in Abhidhamma Vidaka.
Roll number.
And my supervisor, Dr. Manis.
Oh, acha, acha.
The teaching of Buddha have people have a good life. There are many ways to practice his teaching for the benefits of oneself. In this dissertation, I focus on the analysis of the Kusala Chitta of the four times mentioned about in Abhidhamma Vidaka. My dissertation includes introduction, four main chapter, and conclusion. Chapter 1 is the overview of the Tipitaka. Here, Abhidhamma is the first part of Tipitaka. Chapter 2 is the concept of Chitta in Abhidhamma Vitaka. This chapter is about definition of Chitta, Kaya Chitta, Sukha, Kamma Vachara Chitta, Rupa Vachara Chitta, Arupa Vachara Chitta, and Lokuttara Chitta. Chapter 3 is about analytical study of Kusala Chitta in Abhidhamma Vitaka. Here, Kusala Chitta is divided according to its member as well as the four main rosette of Kusala Chitta. We have 8 kind of Kamavachara Kusalachita. We have 5 kind of Rupa Vachara Kusalachita.
There are no kusala chitta and kamavachara.
Yes, sir. The last chapter is the practicality and significance of the Kusala Chitta in daily life. This chapter shows the ways to develop one mind through practicing Kusala Chitta and influence on society. Finally, in this life, we all have the same dream, thus it to lead a happy and healthy life. However, it will forever be a dream if we do not have the study and research to find its core. Buddha taught us that all things in the world follow a common law, that is cause and effect. We must understand the core of suffering and the core of happiness. If we want to lead a happy life, we must implement method that lead to happiness. Buddha taught very really the about the method that lead to happiness. Is that we must try to with good mind. We must try to develop good mind so that this life become happy and be full forever. Thank you for listening.
Good job. Just I remember.
Hello, Mr. Jeet Singh.
जीत जी कहाँ है?
Sư Ấn á.
तो जीत जी आ गया. आ गई. Unmute please, जीत जी. Unmute yourself. Unmute. मेरा नहीं है.
कान में से बताइए कि इसमें open voice.
Không. Ông chưa nói mà.
Message लिख दी.
जीत जी please unmute, unmute. Now it is coming. Now it is audible. Okay.
Okay. Gigi, please discuss.
Yes, sir.
Please briefly discuss about your topic.
Yes, sir. My topics name is Vipassana meditation and perfection, comparative study and analytical study. In first, I gave review of the literature. In first, personal meditation, Satipathansa, and in second, perfection. And in the third, I found it studying mark for analytical perfections. And in the fourth,
during the last 2 years, in Corona period, some are the casualties, some are the disasters. So then the perfections are the most important things in this period, and nobody can become the fully enlightened without accomplishing the perfections. When I study the Satipathan Sutta, I have never seen any trace of perfections. Then I try to find the indirect link between the Satipathan Sutta and the Eightfold Path. And I try my best to stabilize the relation between these through the Eightfold Path and the perfections. And Eightfold Path, seven Satvajyan Sut and the perfections. Okay, madam.
Okay.
Hit Singh ji.
हाँ जी सर.
What about your findings?
सर मैं इनको ना दोनों को आउटस्टैंडिंग मार्क और परफेक्शन को दोनों को रिलेट किया है.
लेकिन आपने कोई मेंशन नहीं किया इसमें, ओरिजिनल टेस्ट का रेफरेंस नहीं दिया है. लगभग वो पूरे डिजर्टेशन में 4-5 डिजिट ओनली है.
आपका कंक्लूजन क्या निकला इसका?
कंक्लूजन शक्ति प्रदान सूत्र है जो अपना स्टैंडिंग मार्क है उसको परफेक्शन को कंप्लीट किया है.
तो हमने कैसे कंपेयर किया ना मेडिटेशन एंड 10 परफेक्शन. दैट इज डिफरेंट कंप्लीटली.
कुछ बता दीजिए.
ऑरलिटी है एस्पिरेशन तो रिलेशनशिप इस तरह करके मैंने उनको करेक्ट किया है.
नहीं, वो तो आपने किया, लेकिन उसका परिणाम क्या निकला, रिजल्ट क्या निकला, कंक्लूड कैसे करेंगे?
What is the benefit?
सर मैं इनको रिलेट करके इससे ना कितना भी
सोसाइटी को इससे कोई लाभ होगा आपके अनुसार?
हाँ जी लाभ होगा, क्यों नहीं होगा.
किस तरह से
लाभ होगा ना, इसको मेडिटेशन में करेंगे तो लाभ होगा ना.
नहीं, मेडिटेशन से लाभ होता है, इसमें किस तरह से सोसाइटी को क्या बेनिफिट मिलेगा?
सर जब लोगों का नेचर चेंज होगा तो दूसरे के साथ में ज्ञानता बढ़ेगी, करुणा बढ़ेगी.
इट्स ओके.
चलिए ठीक है,
इट्स
थैंक यू.
ओके.
Phone number.
Room number 004. Yes. Start your discussion.
PowerPoint.
Okay, says
No
bring.
need to.
Says bring.
No need to go for PowerPoint. Just in brief.
ज़्यादा होता है.
Just briefly deliver about your dissertation
Which chapter
in front
है?
of us.
Only 5 minutes.
Okay, yes, Professor and Doctor, my name is today I'm going to talk about my topic, application of education methods in Southern America Structure topic today. My dissertation had 3 parts: introduction and main discussion and conclusion. Introduction, I am June because it can be said, right now everyone also follow material life. People have achieved great success. So society is more modern and civilized. So right now we need more attention must be paid education. Education is to perfect human personality. On the teaching of the Lotus Sutras, my intent is to show sensitivity in their knowledge. So when we know in the Lotus Sutra help us know about the metaphor image used by Buddha during his sermon. This is one of standard methods, especially its educational significance. When someone listens to this sutra through that example, can immediately understand the meaning of the sutra correctly. This is why I chose the topic application of educational methods. The second sutra for the good today. Main discussion has 5 chapters. Chapter 1 is script, introduction of the Lotus Sutra. Chapter 2 is educational methods according to Mahayana Sutra. Chapter 3, educational methods through medical activities in Lotus Sutra. And chapter 4 is moral situation of the youth. And chapter 5, applying educational methods in the Lotus Sutra for we use today. And finally, conclusion. When right now we can see the contribution of educational elements because it directs people in the right direction, contributing to making social more and more civilized. And the educational point of view, Buddhism teach people to work higher happiness, and Buddhism change the mind from greed, anger, and ambition. And the Lotus Sutra apply a new methods that were very compassionate and inclusive to reconcile the traditional Ravaka path with the Bodhisattva Yana. And to sum up, my thesis has many disadvantages because about term, and so I cannot study into its deep meaning. Secondly, my work only study teenager in Vietnam, not only in the world, especially in Western country. So where, thirdly, this is a breakthrough of the Mahayana. I have not been able to study further about other Theravada Sutra that are equivalent to this one. The advantage of my thesis is that I can apply the things of this sutra to practical life of the limited nature that have not been discovered by local work on this sutra. And I hope this is a topic and help to move on to research more and this topic. They will have better ideas and bring human practical value in today's life. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good presentation. Next.
Good job.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nhìn một bên của bố.
Roll number 12.
Yes, I'm Rasha.
Yes, carry on.
Good morning, Professor, Doctor, brother, and sister Dharma. My name is Hichan. I roll number 12. Today, I'm going to talk about topic a study of the career of the decline, renaissance, and development of Tibetan Buddhism from the early life tradition to the 18th century. There are three parts in my dissertation. Firstly, introduction. Secondly, content, and lastly, finally, conclusion. In many customs, by topic as chapter, chapter 1, introduction to Buddhism in Tibet. Chapter 2, the decline of Tibetan Buddhism in the 9th century. Chapter 3, the renaissance of Tibetan Buddhism. Chapter 4, the institution of Tibetan Buddhism after the renaissance. Chapter 5, the import of Tibetan Buddhism in the middle world. So, according to the law of nature, anything goes on the state of relativity and deadline. Tibetan Buddhism also is subjected by these laws. However, Buddhism has continuously refined and indicates that the teaching of the Buddha is the eternal truth without this strong. Nowadays, by using skillful means, Tibetan monks combine the three Buddhist traditions, Theravada, Mahayana, and Vajrayana, to bring out benefits to living beings. This is a massive as well as a feature of Tibetan Buddhism. Okay, for listening.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Next. Roll number 14. 14.
14.
Yeah.
Manish.
Carry on, make yourself visible. Bante. Good morning, sir. We are not able to see you. Please make yourself visible. Video.
हाँ हाँ
Yeah.
Tắt mic mình ơi.
Roll number 18.
Thank you, Manju.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
or we'll say the last one.
Unmute. Yeah.
Your voice is not clear. Not coming. It is not audible.
We are not getting your voice, Bante. Yeah, better.
Dr. Arbakunasin and Papeta is Dr. My dissertation topic is Secondary Rheosani and its application in our daily life. In my research paper, there are 5 main chapters. Chapter 1 is
Register. Sign over. What is AB?
Even
Explanation.
have you sent here? Is maybe the students will send me? इसमें भी हम लोग साइन कर रहे हैं इसमें भी हम लोग को करना है